you guys please turn around and wave at the camera? Thank you. In the past couple years, we've heard more and more about detained migrant children, but few really know the emotional, psychological, and physical trauma these children have to face. Imagine being away from your parents, away from your home, and under the care of strangers. The stark truth is that as we sit here today, there's thousands of migrant detained children sitting in a detention center. An immigration detention center is a center where individuals who are suspected of visa violation or illegal entry in the country are detained. These centers are not designed for children, and the staff that is assigned to these centers lack the proper training to be around these children. The Department of Homeland Security doesn't have accurate database for tracking children that have been separated from their parents. In September 2018, the New York Times reported that the number of detained children have reached a total of 12,800. Detention centers cannot ensure good physical, mental, and emotional health. The Academy of Pediatrics urges that the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice end the policy. The Academy of Pediatrics is against the placement of detention facilities. It is a highly stressful environment, and the environment is prolonged exposure causes toxic stress to children. Migrant children are at risk of numerous health problems. Basic checkups are being missed, vital signs aren't being taken, and proper vaccines are not being given to these children. Many children have been found with finger injuries due to the doors being so heavy and so big in these detention centers. Child psychologists are worried of the psychological trauma detained children are suffering. The lasting impact on their brain development may affect their ability to form healthy relationships. Children in group settings, such as detention facilities, are at high risk of spreading infection diseases, according to an article on thehalo.com. Diseases like hepatitis B and tuberculosis are not given the proper vaccines. Children are being sexually assaulted in these centers. An article in USA Today recently reported that thousands of children have come forward to report sexual assault. Allegations go back to 2015 under the Obama administration, but have increased in the past 2 years under the Trump administration. Since families have been separated, sexual abuse from staff members has increased. Children that have been sexually assaulted are more prone to depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. I'm going to share a couple slides with you guys today. This first slide is of a detention center in Texas. You guys could see how it's basically a fence. These children are seated all day long in benches. The second slide is another picture of a center in Texas. You could see how thin these mats are. They're thin mats, and their blankets are aluminum blankets. The children are spread all over the floor. It's a concrete ground. And finally, this really sad picture, you could see this poor kid who is scared. He looks traumatized, he's upset. This picture was taken by a journalist, Jose Antonio Vargas, who tweeted this. And this other picture is of a 2-year-old Honduran asylum seeker. This is her mom being detained, and you could see that the little girl's upset and scared. Today we learned about the stark reality of child migrant detention centers, the physical, emotional, and psychological trauma. These centers are compromising the well-being of children. Children that are seeking safe haven because they are fleeing harmful circumstances. All children should be treated with respect, dignity, and love. I hope that with this knowledge we have all acquired today, we understand the severity of the issue. Thank you for your time. Please wave to the camera.